Gay Paris, kulturkrockarnas huvudstad. Här är det faktiskt inte så konstigt att den främsta komikern just nu, han är inte född i Frankrike utan han är född i Nordafrika. Möt Gad Elmaleh.
Il y a une cigarette que j'adore, moi. Ma préférée, c'est la première de la journée. Celle du matin, celle du réveil quand t'as rien mangé, tu sais, celle qui te met dans un état de... où tu cherches la cuisine, même si c'est chez toi. Ah, je l'adore, celle-là. Alors, pour pouvoir retrouver cette sensation plusieurs fois dans la même journée, moi, je fais des siestes.
Now,
are we allowed to smoke?
Yes, you are.
It's terrible because in France, when you do an interview on the TV, you don't smoke.
But in restaurants in France, everybody smokes. A 5-year-old, they smoke.
5-year-olds, yeah, yes.
But not on TV.
You're allowed, 5 years old, it's okay to smoke.
No, 4?
Depends who, no, 4, no. What, are you crazy or what?
Now, if you would define modern French comedy today, the alternative, the good stuff, the new stuff, what is that to someone who don't live here?
For someone that don't live here, the good stuff, this is strange because the good stuff is more and more looking like American things. Because you have a tradition of comics here who is like sketch. How you say sketch?
Yeah,
like a sketch. Like the guy is talking to someone, but it's imaginaire, the person is not here. And very French, like, ah bon, tu me dis que ça? Ben non, 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 we don't do that anymore.
Mais la France et nous, c'est comme une histoire d'amour passionnel. La France, elle est venue chez nous, elle est restée. Après, on lui a dit, on peut venir chez toi. Elle a dit, je sais pas, je vais voir.
What's the French cliché about Sweden?
The French cliché, it's immediately the very tall, beautiful, blonde girl. And I don't think it's a French vision, it's a world international vision of things. I was born in Morocco when we were young. I was 5, 6 years old. We said, wow, Swedish girls. I think this is a little bit true, because a cliché starts always from something true. But I want to come and see if the cliché is real. I would do it to see.
Now, but a prejudice or clichés are a good engine for comedy.
Yes, it's good gasoline because the cliché has made half work in the brain of the people. You don't have to explain that we think that the Swedish girls are blonde. They're not. You just say Swedish, bam, they have this in their brain. You just have to add a little thing to be funny. I think this is it. It's like when you write jokes, I'm always trying to give keys to the audience to be easier and efficace, and they laugh right away. And the clichés helps that.
Okay, guten Morgen, Kinder, und willkommen in England. Hi, welcome to England. My name is Herlip, and I may enjoy you to this exchange visit to the lovely town of Royston-Vesey. And please, if you don't understand any of my sayings, come to me in private, and I will take you in my German mouth. Alles klar?
Ja, då börjar vi brännas. Då börjar vi närma oss Tyskland. Och på vår lista över fördomar i Tyskland så är det då först förstås att tågen går i tid. Sen är det att man inte får prata om kriget. Och sen är det då sist men inte minst att tyskarna inte har någon humor. I mer än 60 års tid så har det varit fritt fram för komiker från hela världen att kunna ge sig på Tyskland. På grund av det där som hände för 60 år sedan. Det där lilla, ja, ni vet vad jag pratar om.
Die letzte Fühlen des wir haben in Somerset!
Why is it everybody is so frightened of me? Deep down, I'm quite a softie.
Destroy my illusions, Henrik.
Den eviga frågan, får man skämta om allt? Det är förstås extra känsligt i Tyskland. Det finns ju en sak här då som man absolut inte får skämta om fortfarande. Men nu efter 60 år så är det en kille som har lyckats spräcka det tabut. Och han heter Daniel Levin.
Was soll denn das? Was hast du vor? Dein Bruder kommt zu Besuch, um deine Mutter zu begraben. Ist das so schwer zu verstehen?
436,49.
Ist doch geschenkt.
Es ist nie zu spät, jüdisch zu werden.
You have a lot of comedies with Jewish characters in it, worldwide. I thought those movies would have opened the door in Germany also, but it was not the case at all. I wasn't aware of that. That's why the door was so firmly closed. Because here it was such a strict fear of making fun about Germans and Jews on any kind of level, and making and breaking a certain image of Jews that we fought against.
Were there any kind of jokes that you just could not do? Did you anyway restrict yourself when you were writing?
No, I was not restricting myself. I was careful in general because I felt the sensitive ground of the situation.
All right. So you had to open the door carefully?
Yes.
Not just kick it open?
No. Right. I felt, and not just because of Germans, also because of, or non-Jewish Germans, also because of Jews. Because it's very hard to underestimate the Jewish paranoia of imaging Jews in movies, unless it's a victim movie, Holocaust and Third Reich. Right. That's still fine. That's still the image that we allow for Jewish characters.
The image that we want to promote.
Yeah, or that's something that is established.
Right.
And my opinion is exactly the contrary. I think this is really bullshit. I think if you make Jewish characters untouchable and you just leave them in a idealistic victim
shape
role,
form, yeah.
you will never normalize a relationship between Jews and non-Jewish in Europe.
Ja, efter några dagar här i Tyskland så måste man väl motvilligt börja erkänna att de faktiskt har humor här. Även om det märker som att nästan de roligaste tyskarna är turkar. Och när man är här i Köln och området omkring Köln så måste man då passa på att träffa Serdar Somuncu, som är en Istanbul-född komiker som har dammat av en gammal förbjuden bok i sin ståpakt.
Die Nazis waren ganz kleine, perverse, widerliche Säue. Der Hitler zum Beispiel, der hat in Mein Kampf geschrieben, man soll jedem ins Gesicht spritzen, der nicht mitmacht. Ja, mit seiner eigenen Schleudermaschine.
Breaking taboos is very important because I think to open minds you have to break taboos. In a period where people think that they are very open-minded, still there is a lot of work to do. There is a small border which you can cross or which you cannot cross, but it's a main purpose for me to find out where the border is.
Right. Now you said Hitler was of course very funny, and could you expand on that? In what ways do you think he was funny?
Hitler is a very dramatic character. He's very ugly sometimes, and the way he behaved is very. His behaving is funny.
It's funny because it's so extreme, or it's like a cartoon character.
I think it's the extreme side in his behavings is funny.
Auf den Fotzen!
Så man kan alltså provocera tyskarna med Hitler och bryta tabun med judiska komedier. Men finns det några andra knep att få tyskar att skratta?
First of all, you have to wait until they get drunk. Oh, they get relaxed, you know. And if they drink, they get, easy, easy going and chill out. They're not like thinking still I'm in the work.
In Sweden, it's the other way around. If you get drunk in Sweden, you can't. It's
really
impossible. Yeah. Now, a common European prejudice is that there doesn't exist any humor in Germany. Why do you think? Why do you think that is?
Because they need time, and you have to give them time. And if you're comedians, you don't have that time.
You can count 1, 2, 3, and after 3 or 4 seconds you hear So this is very typical for German, but it's not. It's sympathetic. I like it.
You know, everybody's different. The age is different as well.
Right.
You know? The young people love to laugh.
But the older ones?
Are difficult.
But Germany, you described, the German audience is a bit more like a Japanese audience. They will wait and then appreciate.
Yes, Japanese audience and German audience should be very similar to each other. And I think there was a connection during the last 100 years.
Oh yes, there was one, wasn't there?
Well,
the slow sense of humor connected Japan and Germany.
The humor that is around in Germany is kind of tough humor. It goes straight into the destruction of human beings, which I kind of like.
Yes.
I like it by nature, but life in Germany seems to be a permanent struggle. It's far away from La Dolce Vita from Italy. And I think people in an emergency situation, I do think that Germans are in an emergency situation in a certain way, psychologically, they have to develop a sense of humor to survive.
Right.
And that's what actually connects Germans and Jews pretty well.
Drömmen om ett enat Europa går hand i hand med myten om att det skulle finnas en enhetlig europeisk humor. Men ärligt talat, visst är det väl ändå så att vi skrattar åt olika saker i olika delar av Europa.
That's the poorest country in Europe, unfortunately. They're having it.
Now, if I watch TV 8 o'clock Saturday night in Spain, the biggest comedy show, would that be someone talking about something clever or someone falling down?
I think more falling down.
You say that? I mean, let's talk 8 o'clock Saturday night.
Yeah, I'm trying to think 8 o'clock Saturday night in Britain. They don't fall down much. They do things with custard pies, with pies and...
In Spain?
Stuff. In Britain they do.
Hey, what about years ago? Like when the Romans occupied France, could they share a joke?
Yeah.
You're saying this?
By my
like,
theory, yeah.
Explain that.
Well, it's all just human. If the French person had learned Roman, yeah, I doubt the Romans would learn a lot of Gaul because there'd be a lot of different dialects, probably. Right. So everyone would be learning Roman, so they could have had a good old laugh down the pub. We couldn't believe that we no laughter for 450 years, or all the way. When did we start laughing? There must have been laughter forever. Even cavemen, if you've watched 2001, yeah. Even those monkeys who are hitting things and discovering that they're having a good old laugh.
So what do you think they laughed about? What do they joke about? What kind of areas of...
All the same stuff. I think genetically we were no different. So just back then, I mean, they had great, you know, aqueducts and stuff like that. And
so it'd be an aqueduct joke?
It'd be mainly aqueduct jokes.
Ja, det där har han nog rätt i, den gode Issard. Vi har nog kunnat skämta med varandra i Europa under väldigt lång tid. Men jag tror att så länge fördomar är en snabbare väg till skratt så lär vi nog inte bli av med dem i första taget.
Jag tror det är få som sätter sig och tittar beundrande på sina könsorgan.
TV3 kanske bajsade på sig i vaggan, men det gör alla barn.
And you're touring the world with Swedish television, pretending to have a proper job, while obviously behaving like a complete child, and you're getting paid. So you win in the end. What was the question?